tell. This place definitely has an energy to it.
So we're here on Butcher's Hill, following a local legend. Story goes, this hill was a butchering spot for hogs. People would come up here to butcher hogs. In between each hog, they would take a celebratory drink. Fast forward, it got to the point, there's a hog that couldn't get out of a barrel. And eventually they just decided to just leave it there. Time passed, the hogs stayed and ended up freezing for the winter. That's why this is called Butcher's Hill. This is basically a mountaintop in the middle of New York. There was a man that heard stories of this place being haunted. And there's other local legends saying that people hear children laughing, strange noises, weird activities that just happen in these woods. And so a man who was walking the street in that direction, he came out here with an EMF meter and just picked a spot off the road trying to follow the legend to the peak of the hill. He walks off the road into the woods, finds a trail, decides to start following the trail. Allegedly, he sees a shadow man. If you don't know what a shadow man is, it's basically an entity that resembles someone's shadow, like cast on a wall, except it doesn't have to be a shadow. It's just a shadow-like figure of a person that exists somewhere in these woods. Buckle in, this is gonna be a weird one, this is gonna be unorthodox, and we're gonna do it the best we possibly can. This is the Haunted Butcher's Hill. Roll the footage.
So we're doing something a little bit unconventional. We're at Butcher Hill in Lodi, New York. So we were just talking. I literally just put the camera down. We started smelling something. It smells like rotting meat. And then both of us just got like full body chills immediately. We just got here. We haven't set up any tools yet or anything. We haven't even got the gear out. So we're gonna get it set up and get the REM pods and some cat balls going, but we have to be careful with what we do because it's very wet outside. It's been raining all day and we're trying to squeeze this in, see if we can get any evidence throughout the night before it starts raining again. There can be smells with both residual and intelligent hauntings, and it would kind of make sense with the history if we're smelling haunted meat in this area, given what took place here. That's not any definitive evidence, but it's definitely something interesting. Like it's a very pungent smell that we didn't smell when we pulled up, and that we've been sitting here for probably about 5 minutes now. It's a pretty strong smell. It smells almost like rotting fish or like a carcass. It smells pretty foul. It's definitely creepy out here. There's heavy footsteps outside the car, like over by the trail. I don't know if it's a person or not. Maybe they came out here to do drugs or something, but like by the entrance right over here behind me, like there's heavy footsteps through the grass. I'm gonna kill the AC real quick. Let me see if I can hear that. The rotting meat smell is very prevalent.
Yeah. So I think I know what the rotting meat smell is.
What?
Right there.
Put it out on camera so I can zoom in on it.
Right. This right here.
That mark?
Yep. Those markings.
That looks like a rub, like bucks rub up on trees. That's kind of what it looks like.
Right. Then there's also this tree right here. Zoom in on that one.
Right there?
Yep, to the right.
Talk about those markings right there in the middle?
Yep, right. And then move it over here. Okay. And now move it closer to the left.
That tree?
Huh?
That tree? Right there?
No. Move it more to the left. Alright.
That small tree?
Yeah, that small tree.
Are those bear scraping?
Yep.
Oh.
We need to get the fuck out of here. Because I'm pretty sure that we are near a bear nest.
Yeah.
We're smelling rotting meat.
That could absolutely be why we're smelling rotting meat. This could straight up be a bear nest. Do you want to park somewhere over here? Okay, so night vision isn't working through the windshield super well. So I'm gonna have to record a lot of this from my phone. All right, so we're gonna conduct a spirit box session. I'm having an issue with
my headphones working with the spirit box. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my spirit box or if it's my headphones or what. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play it out loud and we're gonna record as we go down and see if we can get any answers. I'm gonna have this like right up to my ear so I'm not gonna be able to hear what he says, but I'm gonna still try and do the Estes method the best I can without functioning headphones. So we'll see what happens.
If there's anybody here, make yourself known.
Whenever you're ready, keep going. I can't hear you if you're talking.
We're currently driving down the road. All we need to do is hear somebody say something audible and tangible that we can then pull over to further investigate.
Afraid.
Afraid of what?
I just heard a really weird voice.
Do you want me to pull over? If anybody's here, make yourself
What are you
known.
doing?
I'm currently driving down.
Stop. Oh my God, something. Go.
Who am I currently speaking with? Can you tell me your name?
You're not gonna leave.
No, we'll leave eventually.
I just heard I think a name in another language. It sounded similar to the word like apothecary.
Is that what your job was back in the day? Other people
Wake up.
Other people butchered the pigs and you seasoned them? You worked at the apothecary?
We'll see.
What are we gonna see? Can you tell me your name?
Why?
Yeah, just to familiarize ourselves. You know, that way I can properly address you.
Open it, I think. Open it.
We're not gonna open up the car. Right now it's bear country and bear season, and
Is the car locked?
we've already encountered bear.
Somebody's parking.
Yep, I'm currently parked.
Lower.
More what?
Lower.
Lower. You want me to go further down into the valley?
Yes.
Okay.
I just got full body chills.
Same here. So as of right now, we spoke to an entity that told us to go further down into the valley, and I'm basically just gonna
What are you doing?
sit here and hope for some tangible answers to any of the questions that I asked. If there's anybody here, all I need you to do is simply tell me to pull over, tell me to stop, tell me to, wait. Anything signaling that you want to talk to me in a confined.
Did you just hear that?
Anything signaling that you want to.
Loud fucking like woman or even female child screaming, like a shrieking scream in the spirit box.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm sure the microphone got that.
All I need is for you to tell me when and where.
Thanks for maybe. Wait.
Wait, what?
Near the cliff.
Near the cliff? The cliff's easily 10 miles away from here. So I don't know how you would get here from the cliff. There isn't any cliffs around here. This is all forest and wooded areas.
This is where we got that stench.
Yep, right over here.
No, I think it was the next one.
Nope, there was one before that, and then there was that one right there. Alright, in that area, that's where we ended up smelling all the rotting flesh and whatever the last meal of that bear was. Didn't smell pleasant at all.
Wait.
You want me to wait? Does that mean you want me to pull over?
Near me.
I'm near you?
Here. Actually, I heard a yeah, I think.
So if I'm near you, why don't you come over here and speak to us a little bit more in depth? You said that I was near you, so how about you come a little closer to me? I drove all the way down this road to be able to come to you. The only way that you're gonna keep me sitting in one spot is if I start getting some responses.
Hate you both. Oh, that was very clear. Yeah.
Yeah? You're gonna come talk to us? What was your name?
No.
You're not gonna tell me your name?
It's Julie?
Your name's Julie? Nice to meet you, Julie. I'm Dom. This is my buddy
Is
Jared.
that a Julie or Julian?
Julie or Julianne. If you can reiterate through the spirit box, that would be greatly appreciated. But if not, I'm gonna go with Julie for now. Okay? So, Julie, how did you end up...
I just heard another language again. I don't know what it was. Same voice that said the name earlier.
How did you end up at Butcher's Hill? Did you used to live here? Is this someplace that you frequently traveled?
Stranger.
You were here with a stranger? Were you brought here against your own will?
Lonely.
You're lonely? Well, I'm
Let's
trying...
not, I think.
No, let's not? Does that mean you don't want to speak to me anymore?
I keep getting full body chills, dude.
Same here. Is there anything that you'd like to say to me?
I heard another scream. Stop. Go. Like, I'm feeling really fucking nauseous right now. I keep getting noises like something's trying to say something, but can't finish the word.
Can you speak a little bit more clearly into the spirit box?
So, for you, you're gonna have to hold your hands up a little bit higher than you're used to.
If I'm currently speaking to Julie or Julian, make these rods cross.
Immediate. Now, see if you can clarify.
If your name is Julie, uncross these rods. If it's Julian, leave them crossed. Okay.
Ask it again, because that was really slow.
If your name is Julie, cross these rods. I think it was the angle that I was holding him at.
Hey, let me try. Your hands are really shaky right now. If your name is Julie, cross these rods right now.
Instant.
Open these rods. Dude, my hands are throbbing. Like, the palms of my hands are throbbing.
Yeah. And I just got goosebumps.
Right now? Can you make sure the car's locked? Dude, I keep getting these, like, mental images of something ripping me out of the passenger seat.
Car's locked. Window lock is on.
If there's anything here that would like to communicate with us, show me by interacting with these rods. Make them cross. That full swung. Can you point these rods to where you're at right now? Dude, that's freaky.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to ask. These rods are still moving. Did you just move to the other side of the car? Is that why we have goosebumps? If so, can you make these rods cross? That's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
We can use these rods to communicate. I'll ask you yes or no questions. If your answer is yes, make the rods cross. If your answer is no, push them apart really hard. If you understand, make these rods cross. I think that's a yes. Do you have any ideas what to ask?
Did you die in the area? If so, make these rods cross.
Looks like a no.
That's a no.
Dude, it feels like my hand's being pulled right now.
And I just got massive goosebumps.
Yeah, I did too. And he's pointing right at your chest.
Here, reset it. If you died within the past 20 years...
Dude, it's really hard to hold these straight right now.
Cross these rods.
It's really hard to hold these straight right now.
If you died in the past 30 years, cross these rods.
I don't know why they keep pointing that way, dude. This is kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Because they keep pointing together in complete different directions.
If there's more than one entity here, cross these rods.
Well, there's your answer.
If there's less than 5 entities here, uncross these rods.
I just heard a noise in the back seat. Like a cellophane wrapper or something being crumpled.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Wait.
Let me get these reset. I'm trying to.
If there's less than 5 entities across these rods, which means there's more than 5 entities.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
It sounded like a thump in the back seat.
Dude, I don't like this. I don't like this. Keep driving. Keep driving. I don't know what just made me so uncomfortable, but that made me really uncomfortable.
So allegedly, while we were doing the dowsing rods, we found out that there was anywheres over 5 entities.
5 minimum.
5 minimum surrounding us. We heard almost plasticky crinkling.
Yeah, like maybe a
backseat.
wrapper was left in the floor, but something
We
stepped on it or
heard-
put pressure on it.
We've heard some thumping in the back seat, and for some reason right now I'm so spooked to my core that like it's giving me facial contortions.
Yeah, like it just feels like so active.
Not only active, but it feels malice, like malicious.
I was also feeling that, and I didn't know if it was just me or if I was getting overwhelmed with the situation, because there's a lot of supernatural energy in this area.
A lot.
I don't understand why.
I am interested to see why they kept pointing the rods at me.
Yeah, like right at your chest?
Right directly at me. And the whole entire time, like even right now, I still feel like something's latched onto me.
Yeah,
like I feel
you know
this
what
heaviness in my shoulders, and
It feels like
I'm
something is
struggling
sitting
to
in the
breathe.
back seat staring at me.
It feels like something is sitting directly in me. Like
I really don't like this.
Like somebody decided to sit in the in the driver's seat while I'm sitting here. Like every movement that I make, I can
Do
feel.
you know if there was any car accidents out here or anything? Because I couldn't find anything like that.
I don't know if there was any car accidents around here.
I don't know. I feel a lot better now that we're not on that road.
And, I'm still feeling the same exact way.
Do you want to drive away for a little bit and go back?
Yeah, we can do that.
And we cut camera or keep it rolling?
Keep it rolling.
Dude,
What's
it
going
feels like
through?
there's a presence in the back seat. Like
Like,
someone, like
it-
we have another person in the vehicle with us. Like that kind of
feels
presence.
like, right? So I'd
Like
say,
Jimmy's quietly sitting in the back seat watching.
I would say like right here,
Right behind me?
right behind.
Yeah, that's,
It-
oh my God.
it feels like-
Dude, I swear to God, I thought I saw a face for a second. I turned back and I swear like right here, I thought I saw a face.
Right.
It feels like something is sitting behind me in this f***ing seat.
This second.
You okay? Are you gonna throw up?
I might.
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna bleep that audio for posterity's sake. He is not feeling it right now.
So we pulled off of Butcher's Hill. We made a right turn and we got probably about 200, 300 feet. And that was about the time that I had said that I felt like something was watching me, right? Almost like right in this area right here, right? And the second that Jared turned around, he swore he saw a face staring at him right next to his headrest, which is exactly where I had pointed. Like I'm trying to like angle it from, so that way this camera can see it, right? This camera can't see it, but I think it might have seen it a little bit clearer than this one over here.
Dude, I'm freaking the f*** out.
Right.
I'm freaking the f*** out, dude.
But
It feels like
I
there's
s-
something now standing on the road watching me from back there. I'm not even kidding. I feel like I'm
I
gonna
feel
throw
you.
up. It's freaking me the f*** out.
right,
I've never
So,
experienced like such
high malicious
like
energy.
murderous intent.
Yeah, right. And that's what honestly made me throw up because
It's freaking me.
I've been in rooms filled
Dude,
with murderers.
Can we
and
keep driving, dude? I keep hearing like I'm
I swear to God, I feel like I'm hearing voices in the back seat. Like, it's what I just heard.
So I've been in rooms
We need to go drive and
with
talk.
gangbangers, murderers, rapists. Like, I've been in rooms with plenty of those people, and the same intent that they stare at somebody like me with is the same feeling that I got. And that, like I said, the facial contortion aspect, like even now I can still feel almost like a remnants of something sitting here in and on me.
Yeah.
Right? The murderous and almost malicious intent is what brought me to need to throw up. Like, it was a profuse need.
Like, very intense.
It wasn't the aspect of like, oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. It was, oh, I'm about to throw up.
It felt like the spiritual embodiment of I'm going to into your life.
Like, I felt, like I said, almost as if I was being looked at by a serial killer or a rapist. Like, I felt, and as crazy as it sounds, I almost imagined like that intent. Like, moments before I threw up, I kind of got the feeling that I was being watched, but it was also almost as if like a memory had played through my head of
like
somebody
you were
rushing
seeing like
towards
images
me.
with your mind's eye.
Right, like,
dude, that's the same thing I've been getting. I told you I felt like something, I kept picturing something pulling me out of this vehicle. That's what it felt like. And then that feeling went away when the dowsing rods pointed at you. It felt like it shifted that way. And then all of a sudden it felt like it was right behind me. You okay?
At the Sally house, I was yelled at, screamed, belittled, threatened, but I did not feel the slightest ounce of what I have felt tonight compared to that.
Dude, that was freaky.
You know, it's like, I was already like kind of on edge because of the bears, right? And that's why I didn't want to leave the vehicle, right? And the second that you had been like, yeah, I don't want to leave the vehicle either, right? It makes sense. There's bears out there. Probably not the greatest idea.
Yeah.
My mind was at complete ease, right? I sat here and I walked into this being like, all right, you know, maybe we'll get a couple questions answered on the spirit box. You know, we might end up
I was thinking maybe I could have made a couple TikToks or a couple shorts out of this.
Exactly. But the pure and simple aspect that every time that it pointed directly at me, I felt this damn near malicious energy coursing through
it literally,
my blood, right?
But when it said that there was more than 5 spirits, it felt like that malintent was like surrounding the car.
Exactly. It's like
it was wrapped around it.
Almost like it was a cult, kinda. Like everybody was in on it. They just needed to get in and fucking kill, you know? And it's like,
I don't know how to explain it in a way to make people watching a video understand of what it felt like. I don't know, dude.
The easiest way to put it, right? If you've ever come face to face with a dog growling and snarling and starting to lunge at you, right? Imagine that, but in 5 different directions, right? And you have no possible way to escape this situation.
That's exactly what it felt like. If we were driving and it wasn't easing up, it felt like it was in the back seat.
Like it felt like they came into the car and they were just like, all right, we're chilling with you guys, right? Just wait, we're gonna kill you.
And now that we're getting kind of further away, feels a little bit better.
It feels a little bit better, but
it's
I
still
still
there.
feel like it feels like something is sitting on me.
To me, it just feels like I'm being watched.
Right? Like somebody's sitting on my lap while I'm driving, right? But they're trying to like hold my hands while I'm steering, and they're trying to like line up their feet with me to, like, I feel like there is a whole nother person on top of me trying to mimic my every action.
Do you want to call it quits?
To be honest with you, sure. Right? After feeling that malicious intent to the point where I needed to throw up. Like, that's never happened before.
Yeah, it's happened to me, but I'm really sensitive.
Right? And I'm very, like, hard to get to that level. You know, the only times I ever throw up is when I drink. You know, like, I don't throw up when I'm sick. I don't throw up when, you know, I eat too much. I don't throw up, you know, at anything. You know, I've seen gruesome scenes and I haven't thrown up.
I'm gonna be honest,
only time that I'll throw up.
I was a little, like, sketched out from, like, the scratch marks and stuff and the smell, but I wasn't really getting much. And then after, I was like, whoa, like, dude, what? You're freaking me the f out. What?
I could have fucking swore I just seen something in the rearview mirror.
You know, you know what's crazy? I thought I saw a white flash, like either someone's, like, super pale face or hand, like, over here.
No, like,
and that's why I jumped so hard when you did that.
We both jumped at the same exact time from what seems to be two different entities that are still inside of the vehicle. And it makes no sense because we've left the area. We're easily 5 miles down the road from Butcher's Hill. Yet it still feels like something is lingering in this vehicle.
Whatever entities are bothering us and following us, I command you to leave right now. I command you to leave us alone. You do not have permission to follow us. You do not have permission to attach to us. Leave now. Go back from whence you came. I'm not gonna lie, dude, when I first started saying that, I felt like my throat was tightening up.
I still feel everything.
I don't know, I feel a lot better now.
I don't.
It was just like, it was all of a sudden too. I don't know what's out there, but I really don't mess with it. Whatever it was feels like an old being that's been there.
It like...
That's no remnant, that's no leftover, that's not a person, there's something out there that I don't think we should mess with.
It doesn't feel human.
It's not. I don't necessarily believe in remnants of people per se.
Like, I'm saying right now, something has latched to me. I guarantee that.
I disagree. I think something, like, probably definitely had targeted you in a way. It takes a lot more than that. But these entities, these beings can leave impressions on you and make you, like, have lingering effects. That's a lot of times, like, how demonic entities, like, compromise you. No, not necessarily, because they don't...
How they break you down?
Yes, because demons don't want your life energy. They want you to lose your life. They're hateful, jealous, vindictive beings that want to compromise your mind and your soul. Can we drive through town?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go park at Fast Track. Well, moral of the story is, don't go to Butcher's Hill at night.
Don't try anything that you see us do at home unless you're extremely confident in your own ability. Make sure, if you're gonna do any kind of investigation, always have permission, don't trespass, and make sure you have a good friend with you. Someone that can kind of recognize you're acting strange, someone that can help you, like, get out if you're getting really sick. And if you're ever, like, feeling what we were feeling, end it. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of video you can make.
Doesn't matter the amount of views you think you can get off.
It's not worth having something, like, seriously evil attached to you. It's just not. I grew up with that kind of presence for a long time, and it's not worth having that kind of lingering negative presence in your life. I'm sorry, it feels like I have a really heavy weight on my chest. It's not. So if you're ever feeling, like, dizzy, confused, nauseous, your body's aching, your head's hurting, that's your sign to, at minimum, take a break. Take a break, gather yourself, get some air, get some water, get some snacks if you need them. At minimum, you have to take breaks. You just don't want that kind of negativity attaching to you. And if you're gonna go back in, make sure
that you go in with a plan, don't waste time, do what you're trying to do and get out.
And most importantly, bring back your composure. Once you go out and you take your little break, go back in with a strong, forward, steady mind. You don't want to go back in with lingering thoughts of what broke your composure to need a break.
Fear, sadness, terror, all those feelings are these negative entities, a lot of times they feed off of that emotion and the kind of energy you give off when you're compromised like that. Composure and confidence are two of your best defenses when dealing with a lot of these paranormal entities. I think, honestly, this is just a good lesson of knowing when to call it quits. We didn't really expect to get anything anyway, so I don't really feel bad for not going back, but I genuinely think that there's something there that just shouldn't be messed with. And sometimes it's just like that. A lot of these beings, actually, all these beings are older than we are. They've probably been there for a long time. This isn't just our world. There are other things that exist within this world. It doesn't belong to us. If there's something there that doesn't want to be messed with, I'm not going to mess with it. Especially not when I just felt what I felt. Even though it was kind of freaking awesome, it freaked me out. But this is just a good lesson to just know when to call it quits. This is going to be a super weird video. I'm not sure how I'm going to piece this together yet, but I'm going to do my best to turn this into its own video in the best way I can. But anyway, my name's Jared. You can call me Pilates. I'll see you next time. Peace.